Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome to day 7. So I started working on this last night. We went to a light show and I was working on the back of this day 6 full 6x8. I had been wanting to use this in a fun way and I realized that there were 7 wreaths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I used it for day 7. I thought that was going to be kind of fun. I like doing this kind of thing where you fill in the wreaths with different things. I did this for both my 2018 and my 2017 album with the wreath papers that came in the main kit from last year, or maybe it was 2017, but either way, there was a kit, piece of paper and an add-on. So I went ahead and already assembled this. So I have a plastic joy with a fabric star. This was one of the pieces from the ornament kit. It was like a 2.5-inch round tag kind of circle. I punched it down. I have a cork tree. This is from the die cut kit, the star, and then a chipboard star from the old 2017 main kit, and then this is from one of the past chipboard sets, and then the number 7. I peeled off all the layers of the chipboards, and the only thing that really has dimension is this cork tree, and just attached everything down. And then these cute little felt light bulbs were from the kids kit, and there was also a blue one, but I didn't use it because it really didn't match my photos. The stuff I selected was red and green. And this photo here is, I didn't get a chance to keep my ticket. We had a free ticket through work that I got for driving through the light show. Pardon me. And I had it for like a week and I could have scanned it and I totally didn't even think about it. So I had to quickly snap a picture in the car just so we'd have proof of the ticket. And then I took part of their advertising from their website so that I had like at least showing what we were doing and where. My original plan was to maybe take some washi tape and put it down the middle to divide it, but it wasn't quite the right color red. It's a little orangey. So I decided to scrap the idea. I think it'll be fine like it is. And then I took one of my photos and I added some journaling to it and just, added that to the top. So now I'm working on a few 4x6 photos that I've got. This is like driving through a light tunnel. I wanted to make this a 6x8, but I was trying to crop out the cars in front of us and it was slightly blurry, so I don't think it would have made a strong 6x8 photo. So I just cut it down to a 4x6. So this spread's taking up a little bit more room than I wanted to, but I actually considered making a flip up right here, but then I'd start my day 8 and have that be a spread, and I'd rather just stick with the 2-page spread that it needs to be, not a 3-page, because all my photos are 3x4s for that day. It helps to know that I'm working in advance, and that's part of the reason why I don't do foundation pages, is because I never know how much room I'm going to need. So I'm working on some 4x6 stuff here. I have this Wonder-Filled Moments from the Paisley Press kit. I love it. It's a nice bright red. And then these are 2 cards that I've just printed from the brand new Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit for December. This said Embrace the Mess in like yellow, so I just removed that in Photoshop because I'm not really telling a story about decorating, but it's light related. And then I loved this because it was hexagons. And then I added this digital file that was in the Prep Day digital files. And I already used it once in this album, but again, never enough twinkle lights, so I figured that would work. So I'm just going to be sliding these 2 in the pockets. I spent some time trying to figure out something that I could put here instead. I looked at puffy stickers and chipboard, and I just decided to leave it plain. Mainly because I really like the way this looks over here. I have this die cut from, I'm not even sure, it might be Ellie's Studio, but I'm not 100% sure. But I like the way that looked in the middle. So I didn't want something in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Like, it's just too much. So I think it'll just be fine as a filler card. But this is it. There's not really any process to this day because I'm just filling in the cards. So I'm just going to attach everything and I'll be all done with my day 7. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Okay guys, so I'm just going to take you through my process here a little bit. See a little bit of the decision making as I made this first page. I kind of filmed this in 2 different chunks. I did this the first night and then finished the rest of it the next night. So you saw I just took a ruler to measure the space of that circle, and I'm grabbing over my punches to figure out what will look the best. That's like probably a 2.5-inch circle, maybe 2 1/4. And I took my ruler so I could measure it, and then I punched a sample to see about how it would fit in there. And then I'm just using my punch and punching it a little bit offset because I know that I want it to look centered, but I want to cut off the edge of that circle. So just getting it lined up there. I apologize, you're hearing my cat squawking in the background. He hears my voice. Then starts getting cranky. So then I'm not going to show you the entire thing. I kind of jump around a little bit here with some of the products being applied inside the wreaths here. I already took all the time to make all the decisions and change my mind, and now I'm pretty much just gluing everything down. But I just wanted to show you kind of what I was thinking. So there I wanted to do the green die cut with the red star, but then I already had a triangle of 3 red pieces, and that kind of distracted from it. So I ended up changing my mind and going with the dark green star just to help reinforce the color theme, but not like take away from that visual triangle. So I just add one of these bright green, or actually dark green chipboard stars from the 2017 sets there. I'm trying to use up that one on the left-hand side there as best I can, so I can toss it because it's almost finished. And then just attaching the star down with the star die cut down with some rolling adhesive. Okay, and so here I'm taking this Joy plastic word. This was something that came out in last year's add-ons in all red colors, and then this year they re-released it with like a green, white, and red option. And I really enjoyed using the plastic word, so I'm stapling it to the top there. Now looking back, I actually wish I had just used regular adhesive because I do apply this fabric star over the top of the staples and they just show through too much, but I didn't want to try to remove the staples and take a chance on ripping anything. So I just attached that fabric piece over there and no one's going to really notice it. And then one of my last stages here, I've already attached everything else with adhesive, is just putting my 7 down. As always, I rip off all the layers of the chipboard. And I'm just cutting off the edges of anything sticking over. I think that's actually the only thing interacting with the edge. I'm just cleaning up my desk here a little bit, and then I'm going to start focusing on the second page there in my spread. So I actually tucked this away for a little bit just so it's out of the way, but you'll see in the next videos that it's pulled back out so I can look at everything side by side visually. And you can see just a hint of everything I've been working on. So now, second day, I believe, I've already gotten that whole page done. Really love the way it came out. And I'm just playing with those felt light bulbs from the Rad and Happy Kids Kit with Ali Edwards. And I'm liking the way those look because the red on the left-hand side was a little too close to the red piece that's that chipboard that says Moments. And I like the green because it kind of draws your eye down. It's a little bit larger. So I'm just using red line tape for those because it's a really thick product. And I wanted to make sure it was secure on the card, even though it's going to be inside the pocket. So just a simple step here of just getting those attached. I considered doing more with them, but I just wanted to keep it really simple and use the product. So this was a good way to get them in the album. And then the rest of the page is just as simple as sliding the photos into the pockets. And then I will be just kind of testing some cards here that I was considering, but you'll have already seen the part of the process that I was working on from the earlier video, just showing you some examples of things I had thought about. And as always, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'm just going to leave you with a few close-ups of the individual pages from my layout here. Hope you found some inspiration, and thank you again so much for watching. I've really been enjoying making videos and sharing all my projects with you guys on the Facebook group and here on YouTube. Thanks again. Bye.